guys, and welcome to today's vlog. So yesterday was actually the anniversary of me finding out that I was pregnant. So I want to talk about my pregnancy and, you know, some unexpected symptoms that I had and just all the things. So I think I already told you guys the story of how I found out I was pregnant, but when I first found out I was pregnant, I was so nervous and so scared. I don't know why, but I was just so worried and I just didn't know what I was going to do. So I told my husband and he was super excited and he helped me calm my nerves. So I'll kind of tell you guys the reason why I thought that I might be pregnant. So for like 2 weeks, I had felt like I was kind of cramping and I was just like, oh, it's just my period. My period's coming, because I always start cramping right before. And so I was just so sure that I was gonna start my period soon and that everything was going to be great, like normal. But after that happened for a few days, I was like, okay, is my period coming or what is going on? And then also my boobs started hurting like really bad, which they also hurt a little bit before my period, but I would say it was way worse, and I was just getting very hormonal and emotional. Everything was making me angry, everything was making me cry, and I just was not feeling like myself. So I decided to take a pregnancy test and it was positive. And so then that explained all the symptoms that I was having and it all made sense. So then I felt pretty good for probably a few days after I found out, and then I started getting super nauseous and I was just so sick. And I found out right before Christmas, obviously, so during Christmas, during New Year's, all those fun holidays, I was just so nauseous. I couldn't enjoy all the fun foods that you get to have at that time because I just did not feel good at all. So that was unfortunate, but it's okay. So one thing that actually did help me with my nausea is I drank like probably 5 cases of ginger ale during that time because it seemed like it was the only thing that would help me feel better. So ginger ale is your best friend. Loved that stuff. It was so good. Saltine crackers, I never really loved, but they were okay, I guess. And then anytime anything sounded good, I had to eat it like right then because I just could not eat because I just did not feel good. But luckily my nausea only lasted, like I only threw up during Christmas and New Year's. That was like the only time I was nauseous enough to throw up. And the rest of the time I just didn't feel good and I wasn't eating a ton. But yeah, I wasn't like throwing up a ton or anything like that, which I feel very grateful for now. And then I'm trying to remember what else happened in my first trimester. I had a subchorionic hemorrhage, which I already told you guys about. So I also was cramping then, but everything turned out to be fine with that. That was also something I didn't expect because I had never heard about that before. And I don't know, I just was like, I don't know what that is. I've never heard of that. But now it seems like a lot of people have been getting those. And I've been hearing a lot more about those, so yeah. And then my second trimester was actually pretty great. I didn't really start showing till my second trimester, like a few weeks into it. And yeah, it was actually pretty great. So I didn't have to actually start wearing maternity clothes for a while and people couldn't even tell that I was pregnant. We did tell people we were pregnant when I was 13 weeks and everyone was really excited for us, obviously, because it's like the greatest thing ever. So yeah, my second trimester, I was feeling more like myself. I wasn't as moody. I was just like pretty happy and it was just like a fun time. Started feeling her kick, I think at like 22 weeks is when like I actually started feeling her kick. So that was really, really fun. And just being able to confirm at my 20-week appointment that it was a girl, because I did actually end up doing an early like blood test to find out what the gender was. So we knew that it was a girl, but we wanted to wait to tell everyone until we had our ultrasound, and it like confirmed that it was a girl. So that was super, super awesome. And I still like didn't really get my appetite back until like my 3rd trimester, I would say. So that kind of sucked. I still wasn't really able to eat, and meat was just so gross to me. Like, I couldn't eat it, I couldn't smell it. I thought it was the most disgusting thing ever, which is so weird because usually I love meat. So that was really crazy. But it's okay, we're great now. So yeah, that was, the 2nd trimester was kind of like the greatest, like honeymoon phase of pregnancy, I would say. And then my 3rd trimester is where things went downhill drastically. I got super moody and emotional and just mean and angry at everything. So that was unfortunate because I was just always mad and angry, but I tried really hard to be happy and nice to people. I don't know how well that worked, but lots of people now that I'm like, I'm so sorry, I was so angry during your pregnancy, they're like, oh, it wasn't that bad. So I think my husband got the blunt of the anger and stuff, which is kind of funny. But I've apologized to him, and we're great, and we love each other, so it's okay. And then also in my 3rd trimester, I rolled over in bed one night, and I like heard this pop, and I felt like a lot of pain. So I ended up popping my pelvis out of place, and I thought that the pain would just go away after a few days, and it definitely did not. I was still in a lot of pain after a week, so I decided to go to the chiropractor, and he was able to fix the problem. So if that happens to you, definitely go to the chiropractor because it will fix it. But I think that happened at probably 32 weeks, and every 2 weeks I had to go back to fix it. But it was okay anyways, because my chiropractor said it's good to like get in alignment for birth and stuff because it will help the baby come. So that was something else I definitely didn't expect, because it hurt so bad, like I could not even walk. Like, it was so awful. So I would just like hold my belly up everywhere we went, and I would just like limp and just be in so much pain if we had to walk anywhere, which was the worst. And I didn't really get any stretch marks during my pregnancy until I was 38 weeks pregnant. And I think it's because I was putting like all the lotions and oils on my whole pregnancy. Then at 38 weeks pregnant, I was like, okay, I haven't gotten any stretch marks, so I think I'm good. Like, I don't need to worry about it. And of course, that's when they came. So if you don't want to get stretch marks, I definitely recommend putting on all the lotions and oils the whole time until you have your baby, and even after. Because the end, when I thought I wouldn't get any, is when I ended up getting some. So that was really funny. But yeah, I think that's all the unexpected symptoms that I had during my pregnancy. I can't really think of any others, but I will pop in some pictures of my pregnancy, and like we did every 4 weeks, we would take a picture of my bump progress. So I'll put in some of those pictures, and yeah. But that is all for today's vlog. Thanks for watching, and thanks for celebrating 1 year since I found out I was pregnant with me, and I'll see you guys in the next one.